Good morning, good morning. It is 9 a.m. and another beautiful fall day until it starts to heat up. The wonderful Arkansas weather we have. I'm still battling a cold. It's now moved into my chest, so there's that. I think it's a regular sinus congestion or something. Wonderful. I'm wearing Jay's hoodie because I've misplaced both of mine. Leave it to me to misplace stuff. It seems to be like a scatterbrain thing. Misplacing a lot of my things at the moment. I'm trying to also put my hair up. I started using my chalkboard. I'm not sure if I like these. They're chalk markers that we got at one of the craft stores. I'm not 100% sure that I like them. So I think I'm going to get me some actual chalk because these were kind of complex. I'm using my daughter seemed to figure it out. She's very smart. And you have to sit and shake it. And as an intelligent person that I am, I'm just sitting there shaking it, like trying to figure out what I wanted to write. And I'm like, you got chalk marker paint all over the floor, all over the wall. Just adds to the aesthetic. Let's see if I can get through this. Wanted to have like an update. It's Friday. We're still settling in. My office is coming together pretty well. I think the only thing I really would like is more lights. I'm not a big light kind of person. If you have ADHD and you know what that means. I don't like the big light. Jay brought in the lamp from the living room. The string holiday lights don't light up as much as I thought they would. So I'm going to get, I think, another thing of lights to go on this wall. I'm still trying to hang other things up, but since I'm not 100% complete in moving stuff into this space, I'm not going to hang too much stuff up on the walls just yet. I've gotten a few things up, and because that's where I want those. If you've seen my video of my office walkthrough, you would know that I'm not 100% happy with my bookshelf. I thought I was ordering the same one that Jay bought years ago. It's quite smaller. So I'm having to buy another one. I was going to buy another one eventually to put my actual books on. But I'm gonna have to buy a bigger one because I'm having to stack the rest of my books up on the floor, and because I've run out of room on the actual bookshelf, not to mention the depth of the shelves is much smaller than I wanted, so I'm not able to put up any kind of trinkets or anything, and I have a box full of breakable stuff that I would love to put on my shelf, but I'm not chancing it because some of those are vintage items and some things that I would be rather upset if they got broke. So I'm just gonna leave them wrapped up in a box for now until I get my shelf. I wrote a list this time, so I'm not scatterbraining, trying to think of something. I also posted a video of them bringing in my desk. That was fun. Having them watching them take the door off the hinges, and it still didn't want to fit through the door, so they had to actually take it apart and then bring it in and then put it back together again. It was fun. Those guys were awesome. Definitely hard workers. But I love my desk. So my phone stopped recording as I was talking because it says the storage is full. So I need to spend part of the day going through my phone and deleting a lot of stuff. Because not only do I run my business, my social accounts, I run my dog Athena's social accounts. I'm sharing her journey as a rescue pup, and also her training because we're gonna potentially train her to be a search and rescue dog. With that said, it's crucial for me to get a camera. That's the next step for me. I'm not even sure what to get. I had sent out a poll asking for people to vote for the title for the 4th book in the Sanctuary series. The majority of the people have spoken, and I have sent the information to the cover artist, and the cover artist is now working on creating me a book cover. I keep getting interrupted because my phone storage is absolutely full. It has taken me over 30 minutes to clear a bunch of stuff. It's sad. I need a new camera. So right now I am working on these 3 things right here. Sanctuary Series Book 4, Falling for the Rancher, and Taken by the Sea King. It's backwards on the phone, so I can't read that. Taken by the Sea King is a book in the collaboration series Brides of Crescent Falls. It's a collaboration series with a co-author, Desiree DeWinter. These are just serial stories, basically. They're novels, novellas. Sanctuary Series Book 4 is going to be a novel. Falling for the Rancher, I shall be done with it this weekend sometime. I need to go back through and edit and work on a few more chapters. But currently, I'm publishing them at a chapter at a time, which is, I guess, could pass as a serial story. A serial story is, instead of publishing the whole thing, I'm publishing a chapter or 2 at a time on my subscription pages, Patreon and Ream Stories. So I have a few of those going. Those are the 3 that I'm working on. I've already published the first 2 chapters, or first two chapters for sure, of Taken by the Sea King. I've published, I believe, the first chapter, Fallen for the Rancher. I'm going to be publishing more of it as I go through and go back over it and edit. And my co-author, Desiree DeWinter, she's been doing serial stories for years, and she says she's doing really well. So that's why I've decided to go and publish a chapter at a time on the Patreon and Ream Stories, because I would like for my readers to be able to read my work as I'm working on them. It is as rough, I guess you would call it a rough draft, but I have written it and gone through and edited the best of my ability. But once I'm completed with the whole entire story, it will go through another edit process. I tried creating a membership page on my actual website, Twisted Crow Press, but the thing is that it wasn't working out well for me. I didn't know what I was doing. I'm the only one who runs that website. It's a website that's just for me, my co-author friend Desiree, and I might be getting another author coming up at the beginning of next year. I'm not sure. I'm still waiting on them to decide what they want to do. But right now it's me and her, and she's older than I am. I'm mostly technically challenged, and so when I was trying to figure out how to create the membership page, just so I could start posting a chapter at a time, it was very complex, and then there was the taxes got involved, and I didn't know what I was doing. So I'm just gonna stay with Patreon and Ream Stories for the time being until I can figure this out. Hiring somebody right now is just not beneficial for me, financial wise. I already pay too much for a PA, and I'm not entirely happy with the services, but I won't go too much into that. But at the beginning of the year, in 2026, I have some huge plans. I'm gonna have to hire somebody to help with run my social media, because it's not happening and I need it to be done. I'm going to also start working on, by then we should be quite settled in, and I'm going to continue to buy some more of the gear that I need to start working on audiobooks. So that's going. And then let's see. So that's as far as I can tell. That's as much information that I can give out, provide to you. But yes, audiobooks is coming, and I do have an editor on hand, and a beta reader on hand that I'm paying to help me, and also help fill in some of the blanks where I need help. So a little bit of ghostwriting. There's just some of the areas inside some of my stories that I struggle with, and I'm just like, hey, can you help me figure out how to reword this chapter? It just isn't working for me. I've had to hire a ghostwriter before when it came to writing ranch stuff. When I published what was that? Rancher's Daughter. Under my actual name, I struggled coming up with terminology, and no matter where I researched, I could not find what I was looking for. So I hired a ghostwriter who knew what she was talking about, because she worked on ranches and she knew the terminology and how to do the inoculations for the cows and the separations and the weaning and stuff like that. So she knew what she was doing to help me work on those 2 chapters. And so I went through there and I kind of kept what I wanted and then added to it, made it my story. But that is what I have going on, and I need a new camera so bad. That is like, if you guys know of a decent camera I can do podcasts and vlogs, let me know. And I hope you all have a good day.